Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm going to do another series review today. This one is going to be, I'm talking about The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye, and it consists of The Crown's Game, which is book 1, and The Crown's Fate, which is book 2. I really ended up enjoying The Crown's Game because it's these two magical users. One's a man, one's male, one's female. And they're both competing to be the magician of Russia, basically, like the top magician who works directly under the Tsar. Like, they're one of the most powerful people. And so they have like a contest of sorts where they have to kind of outdo each other. And then at the end, one of them dies. So, and it's in the synopsis, so this is not like new. But of course, as all YA series do, like, love evolves, becomes complicated, what have you. And the girl Vika ends up falling for, what's his name? Honestly, like, I read this, when did I fucking read this? Oh, 2021, so it's been well over a year now. Was it Mikhail? It feels like his name might have been Mikhail. I don't know. Why can I not remember your name, sir? Pasha is the Tsarevich, which is the heir to the Tsar, to the Tsardom, basically, or the Kingdom of Russia. If you don't know, about 100 years ago, Russia didn't have presidents, they had czars, which are, it's a different word for, king or what have you. His queen was the Tsarina, and his heir was the Tsarevich. In this book, there's Pasha, who's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be a good czar. He does the whole, like, he's the light-haired one, so he's that light-haired protagonist. He's like, I'm just gonna go off and be, they flirt with women, they fuck around, they gamble, and it's just like, wow, I've not seen that before. Nikolai. Why did I think his name was Mikhail? Maybe because I like the name Nikolai and I didn't want it. Nikolai was the other wizard. He's the dark, slightly dead protagonist because he was taken from the steppes of Mongolia is basically what it is. And they kind of allude to that, but like, yeah, that's basically it. So he's tan, whereas everyone else is pale. Vika, I think, if I remember correctly, she's Imperial Enchanter. That's the name of the office they're fighting for. Vika's the female. If I remember correctly, she's got, like, flaming red hair, which is, like, okay. Like, this might have been new back in, when did she publish? 6, 7 years ago? Really doesn't feel that long ago. But like, they're all, like, it's a love triangle. It is very much a, like, YA love triangle, but it's actually kind of good because, like, there's very real stakes on the line. And Evelyn Skye does a good job in that first book of, like, making it, especially by the end, because then Nikolai is trapped away, which, spoilers, by the way, is trapped away somewhere, and Vika doesn't know he's trapped, I think. She thinks she's, like, killed him, or he's died, or what have you, and so, like, she and Pasha, like, start getting close, because now she's the Imperial Chanter. If I remember correctly, Pasha's dad dies, so, like, now he's the Tsar, so it's like, nope, no. So by the second book, The Game's Fate, Pasha still kind of wants, Vika, but he's, like, fighting it because he's the Tsar now, and, like, bullshit going on. Vika finds why do I keep saying Pasha? Vika finds Nikolai in one of his, like, creations he made during the first book. It's one of his games, one of his show-off things. And, like, she's trying to bring him back, but he's also being corrupted because the lady who was teaching him wants him to win at all costs. And this, it's like, it's very YA. It's very, like, mid-2010s, like, early to mid-2010s. And, like, the first book was good. Like I said, there were, like, very real stakes. I gave that one 4 stars. This one, by the Crown's Fate, by the end of it, I was just done. I was really pissed with Vika to go back. I'm looking on my computer because I'm like, what did I write about this book? Because I know I wrote a review about that second book. Second book, I gave 3 stars. Honestly, it probably should be a 2-star book because Vika got really fucking annoying. And I'll read my review. It says, there were so many times that she should have followed orders to kill Nikolai, but she was like, no, I don't wanna. I like doing things my way. Freedom! Like, that got redundant and doesn't make sense for what is essentially a magical soldier. She was just like a pacifist as a soldier, and I'm just like, then go be a fucking healer, okay? Like, your job is to take out your enemies. Like, you were the Imperial Enchanter of fucking Russia. Okay, you have a job. Like, do your job. And so it continues on, and like everyone else, that ending was a hot mess. I read reviews afterwards, and everyone was like, that ending was garbage. And I'm like, that ending was garbage, which is why I think like it probably is a 2 in my feelings now, because it was so bad. It got wrapped up way too easily and quickly. And I mean, like, last 20 pages or so, like, we were building up, and then all of a sudden it all gets wrapped up. I can't remember how, but I'll continue to tell you what I said. And in ways it didn't make sense. There was very real treason and a military coup happening, but because Vika's all, make up, it was all his mom's evil magic and not him, even though it was, you know, in quotation, or not quotations, but in parentheses. I'm assuming she's talking about Nikolai, which, yeah. Ignore very real political problems because I say so. And then Pasha does, because love. And then if I remember correctly, at the end of the book, she gets both guys, which, like, I am here for a triad. I'm not calling it a throuple. Can we please stop calling it a throuple? It sounds like an STD. Okay, like, I will die on this fucking hill. It is not a throuple. It's a triad. Triad sounds way more badass. Throuple sounds like you've got, like, a throat STD. Okay, like, stop, please. Dear God. But that's not what this was. This was, like, an acceptable love triangle where I think she ends up with Nikolai because she's more into him, but like she's also like kind of with Pasha in some weird, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It was so poorly wrapped up. Like, it was so bad. And this particular series had such potential. And then they managed to just fuck it all to hell. Evelyn Skye, I'm sorry, but woof. Okay, like, yeah. So I hope if you had like questions about the Crown's Game, and I'm gonna put spoiler warning on this to let you know that there are spoilers, and if you are like, you spoiled me, you clicked on this, okay, I am here for people who are like, I don't know if I want to read this or not. I hope you all found this helpful, and let me know down below what you thought if you've read the Crown's Game, or if this was helpful to you. Okay, so I'll see y'all later.